Well, now, how are you doing, sir? Don't you don't you know who I am? Senator Orestes Montgomery Walker. Yes, sir, I understand you have your duties to perform, and I understand that you will perform them to the utmost of your capacity. And I will be happy to oblige you in that, sir. Very happy to oblige you in that. I believe you will find that the esteemed. Yes, sir. Well, now, sir, that inclement weather, unfortunate weather, isn't it, sir? I never did mind. I never did mind the storm myself. No, sir. And yes, sir, my great granddaddy Montgomery, he always enjoyed a storm. Yes, sir, it was like new life coming into existence. All the ponds would be full of frogs after a good great storm. Yes, sir, they would. Well, I forgot how cavernous this room was. Well, now, I never did understand these Catholic rituals, but I've always been one to oblige. Yes, sir, I have. Very nice. Well, now, Mr. Arcadelli, I am delighted to see you, sir. The hearth is the center of the home. Grandmother Maria, she would tend the fire as though it was sacred. As though she could see gathered around it all the family. As though she were watching the shadows dance with the light on the faces of the young, of the old, of the living, of the dead. The hearth is the center of the family. What a lovely fireplace. I can see why you like to huddle here in this part of the room. My great-granddaddy Walker always said, you can never stop a fly from going too close to the fire. You are most welcome in my home, Senator. I have some good news. Yes, I do, sir. Perhaps you saw it on the news. And I know, sir, and I do admit that there are very few times in which good news emerges from Washington. But I have traveled north with good news, sir. Yes, I have been graced with the confidence of my colleagues who have named me to be the chairman of the new task force to oversee the defense project. And I want to thank you, sir, for the part that you have played, yes, sir, in promoting me, yes, sir, amongst the esteemed senators of New York and New Jersey as a reliable and a trustworthy expert in foreign affairs. And it is with a spirit of gratitude also that I would tell you how grateful I am for your recommendation and your advice, yes, sir, so kindly offered, to promote the bid of MacArthur Manufacturing for the exclusive right to manufacture products for this here Defense Department project, yes, sir. And I was proud, yes, I was proud and delighted and grateful to offer this exclusive contract of manufacturing to the company that you so kindly recommended, yes, sir. Senator, I am pleased with this news, and I am pleased that you have brought it to me in person, in my home. My friend, a seamless garment cannot be easily divided. The threads are woven in such a way as to express a unity of purpose. My friend, a business partner for me must also be a friend. A friend is also family. There can be no division between us. We must protect that which has knit us together. Now, sir, I do have some other news. Yes, sir. Well, you see, in considering all the bids for every company that had hoped to work with the federal government on this project, yes, sir, it of course is common protocol to look over the financial records of these companies. Yes, it is. And I chose and selected particular trustworthy aides in my intelligence committee staff to oversee this here investigation of financials. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, what I have come here to tell you, and what I desired to tell you in person, was that there were some minor discrepancies in the books. Yes, sir, some numbers did not add up, and of course we double-checked and triple-checked. But, sir, every time we checked, the numbers did not quite add up. It seems, sir, that there has been, for some time now, an embezzlement problem within MacArthur Manufacturing Company. Yes, sir, a problem that we have traced to the highest levels of management. The information that you bring me is troubling. In order to alleviate some of the pressures in your mind, I would like to confirm that this embezzlement problem is not widespread. No, sir. We have traced it to one individual, a man by the name of Mitchell McCoy, a name that I believe is familiar to you, in fact, intimate. This man that you have named is dear to me. He is the beloved husband of my cherished goddaughter. I watched her grow from a tiny baby into a beautiful woman. I walked her down the aisle and placed her hand in the hand of this man that you have named. I entrusted her to him. This information that you have brought me is troubling. Now, sir, I make no judgment. No, sir. Who among us is able to cast the first stone? It is not I, sir. No, sir. And yes, sir, my heart indeed breaks, and my heart indeed bleeds for those in unfortunate circumstances who may be driven by desperation to leave the straight and narrow path. Yes, sir. And as they say, yes, sir, the road to heaven is tangled and of steep incline, and the road to hell is in fact broad and paved and quite easy. And sir, I make no judgment. And yes, sir, my own family has had our fair share of skeletons in the closet. But sir, we always ensure that they remain there. Sir, now may be the time, yes, now may be the time to exert certain pressures where they will be most effective. Ivory is not a pure white, but its slight coloring is the key to its particular beauty. To its integrity. I was this past Saturday at the funeral of my great aunt Costanza. She had a coffin of pure ivory. She was an anchor in the family. 103 years old. She had seen many of her own children perish before her. She had seen many fall as a result of their own folly. She had since come to wonder why God allowed her to remain so long alone. Death was for her a release. For us, it was the loss of an anchor. Family is everything, but there are those within the family who stabilize and those who challenge the stability. The ship must not sink because of one weak member. Yes, sir. And now is the time to ensure that there will be no further discrepancies in the books. Yes, sir. MacArthur Manufacturing Company from here forward must remain above every question of reproach. It must remain free from all taint of suspicion. I will not risk my reputation. I will not risk my career, you understand, on the indiscretions of a blundering young man driven to desperation. You understand? I intend that this project will launch me into the next portion of my career, and will in fact not hinder me in any way. And in fact, I intend to ensure that is the case by all means at my disposal.
Steel is stronger than iron. Precisely because it has been refined, it has been purified, its imperfections removed in great heat and fire. It has withstood the flames, and it has emerged remade, bright, beautiful, and capable of breaking coarse iron. Senator, be very careful before you throw away wantonly my friendship. Consider your words carefully.
Now, sir, there's something else. Yes, sir. It also came to my attention that very recently you have become a substantial stockholder in Makoff Manufacturing. Now, sir, I make no assumptions as to the timing of your purchase of large portions of stock in this here company. But, sir, some people may question the timing. I would never want there to be any question as to your reputation, sir. I would always hope that you would remain above every reproach.
Senator, I agree with you. Now is the time for caution. Now is the time for clarity. I will look into these matters, and I will correct them. It is crucial to maintain the integrity of the family. And I thank you for this news that you have brought to me. Let us move forward in friendship.
Yes, sir. I do believe that this is the beginning of a long and a deep friendship, and one that will bring great things not only to our families, but to the American people.
Go in peace, my friend.